there we are. And back to you. Alright, and there we are. So the system is currently running a scan on your Slowbro. Administered a full exam and body scan of your Slowbro. Alright, please just sign here. Hi, hello. Is this an emergency? If so, please see the emergency desk. If not, I can go ahead and help you with your needs, most likely. Alright, not an emergency, that's good. Welcome to the Sunken Port Pokemon Center. What can I do for you? Alright, so you need to heal some Pokemon and get a brief examination of a newly acquired Pokemon. Alright, we could do that for you. My name is Dr. Roy. I am Nurse Joy's brother. She is out today, and I will be helping out up here at the front desk, so it's nice to meet you. Can I get your Pokemon Trainer ID, please? Okay, thank you. Alright, and here you are. It looks like you are a confirmed Pokemon Trainer. You entered the R&R Pokemon League Challenge just over, it looks like, a year ago. Does that sound right? Okay, great. And it looks like you have officially registered 5 Pokemon. Okay. And, alright, 2 badges. Congratulations. Will you be challenging Cypher for his badge here while you are in Sunken Port City? Alright, well, good luck. He's been on quite a win streak as of late, so I'm sure you need all of the full health you can get. So let's go ahead and get your Pokemon quickly healed, and then we'll get to that brief examination of your newly acquired Pokemon. Now, with that newly acquired Pokemon, let's go ahead and update your chart here. Is that a Pokemon through capture, trade, gift, any abandonment, anything like that? Oh, okay, so you have a newly acquired Pokemon through evolution. Alright, so, okay, a shelter to a Slowbro. That's been known to happen in these parts. The Slowpoke population is quite strong in the port, even with the rumored ghostly apparitions in the area. They don't seem to mind. Alright, so you will need a Slowbro examination. Alright, well, I'm glad that you brought your Pokemon in. It's always good to get a brief checkup when acquiring a new Pokemon, especially one that you're not expecting, like the shelter to a Slowbro. So I can see why you came in this evening. Are you enjoying your time in Sunken Port so far? Yeah, it can be a bit dark and damp, but you'll get used to it if you are here for long. And if you're not here for long, then I'm sure that will be the reason why. So let's go ahead and see that first Pokemon. Alright, I'll take that from you there. And what do we have here? Just so I kind of know what setting to place the machine on. A marsh stump, alright. And let's go ahead and get it situated there. This won't take long. So we do have a marsh stump. What level? Alright. So you've had it for some time. Was it your starter Pokemon? What city do you come from? Or in our city, alright. I know the professor over there. Nice enough guy. Alright. Any strange circumstances or ailments that your marsh stomp is currently suffering from, or do you just need a generalized treatment? Alright, just generalized treatment, perfect. Okay, so and that should do it. Let's go ahead and get that Pokemon back to you. Your marsh stomp should be feeling wonderful, and thank you. And what Pokemon do we have here? Okay, well, a Duskull is right at home here in Sunken Port. And what level is the Duskull? Okay. Alright, and once again, any special circumstances I should know about? It's not holding a Reaper Cloth or anything like that, is it? That sometimes can affect the power level that it has. Okay, no. Alright. There we are. And back to you. And next we have a Toxel. Alright. Well, always happy to see the Toxel species in here. It's rare around here, so I'm surprised that you managed to come across one, being from our city after all. An egg? Oh, well, that does make sense. Alright, level. Really, that's quite low. Was it recently hatched? At the daycare on the road from Salt Flat City. Well, that does explain it. Alright, okay. And perfect. All of your Pokemon have responded very well to the treatment. And next we do have a nice Premier Ball. I can assume this was a memorable catch. What type of Pokemon do we have here? A Tinkatuff. Excellent. Where'd you come across a Tinkatuff? Really? Canopy Forest? Alright. I'm assuming that's where you were headed when you received your cone badge. I can see here in your chart. Alright, level. Ailments, no, and there we are. Perfect. Alright, your Tinkatuff should be good to go. What's that? Oh, yeah, I just asked about the Reaper Cloth in regards to your Duskull because it can actually help your Dusclops, assuming that you do evolve your Duskull at some point, evolve into a Dusknoir. You have a Reaper Cloth with you. Well, did you know about its evolutionary properties? You didn't? Well, that's a lucky break for you. I would hang on to that if I were you. It might come in handy. Alright, so now you need an examination as well as a full heal onto your Slowbro. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. We will heal up your Slowbro first, and then we'll pull it up and take a look. So, you're not sure on the level. Well, I'll just set it to medium here. And, of course, you don't know a lot about it, so we will just play it safe. And that should do it. Okay, so now we will go ahead and provide a bit more information about your Slowbro and see, yes, make sure it's in tip-top shape. So let's go ahead and pull it up in the system. We'll run a full body and system scan. Alright, and there we are. So the system is currently running a scan on your Slowbro. Looks like it's relatively healthy. Of course, full HP due to the heal there a moment ago. Alright, so it looks like you have with you a level 28 Slowbro. It looks like it gained a few levels when evolving from that shelter. That can happen sometimes when you have a higher level Slowpoke combined with a shelter of a slightly lower level. Sometimes those levels can jump a bit when that Slowbro emerges from the evolutionary process. So you do have that to celebrate. Alright, looks like its moveset has changed a bit as well. Looks like you are dealing with Water Gun, Ice Shard, Confusion, and where was that? Ah, Yawn. Well, that will, I'm sure, come in handy. Those are some decent moves there. So we do have an Ice, Psychic, Water type. That will be fairly common. Carried over some of those Ice type moves from that shelter. So, alright. And let's go ahead and check the vitals here. I'm seeing an unusual level of defense with this Slowbro. Slowbro obviously can have high defense, but this is very unbalanced between the special attack and defense. I'm assuming it had something to do with the evolution from that high defense shelter. You're going to want a bit higher special attack there, I'm assuming. I thought so. So that's something that we can address. Don't worry about that. So we do, other than that, everything does seem up to standard. The speed stat is quite unremarkable, but that's something to be expected with Slowbro. Decent HP. Alright, well, we will put in the chart here that we do need to treat it for low special attack. That's just a bit of vitamin regimen. It's nothing to be concerned about. Alright, well, it does look like you have a very healthy and friendly Slowbro, so it looks like it's all geared up for battle, and you should be able to utilize it immediately in your gym battle against Cypher. Alright, well, let's go ahead and... Perfect. I'm going to actually write that prescription for those calcium vitamins now, and we will get those administered immediately. It's best to start the cycle as soon as possible. Alright, let me see if we have a few around here. Here we go. We do have some calcium on hand. As you can see, we just have a nice little vial here. These won't all go with you. 1 or 2 capsules should do the trick. So what you're going to want to do with these is you're going to want to take these in the morning, right after the Pokemon's first meal. Do not take these prior or before a battle, as long as it's at least 30 minutes, give or take, before or after a battle. You should be okay, but make sure that your Slowbro does not take this on an empty stomach, and make sure that it does indeed consume the capsule. A lot of Pokemon want to spit it out when you're not looking, so if you do need to hide it in your Pokemon's favorite treat or meal, then that can sometimes do the trick. I think that with your Slowbro's weight and level, 3 capsules rather, should do the trick, so we will get those all situated for you. Alright, let's go ahead and pop the top there and get those capsules out. Sometimes it takes them just a bit to work We don't want to get too many. Sorry, this can be a bit of a tedious process, just bear with me. And there we are. Don't want to get too many. Let's go ahead and shake those back down to the bottom of the vial there. Alright, let's try to get just one. Sometimes it takes just a bit to get them to want to fall out of there. Let's try once more. And getting close. See, that's what we are afraid of. Sometimes those capsules want to turn sideways, and then they are very tricky to get out of there. There we are. Perfect. All right. And we do have 3 remaining. If indeed your special attack doesn't seem to respond to the first line of treatment, don't hesitate to come back and, well, get a second round of treatment for that Slowbro. But I think that if I had to guess, that 3 tablets will do the trick. So I'll go ahead and place those with the rest of your belongings there. All right. Well, do you need directions or anything like that before we send you on your way? Yes, you'll just see Cypher's gym at the top of the hill there. Just go out the doors, left, east, and just head down the street and you can't miss it. It's the large gym, the top of that spooky looking hill. Don't mind the ghost in the area. They are usually harmless unless they're not. Then you just want to run as fast as you can and get indoors, but usually they don't bother people for very long. Except those people that we don't see that much anymore. Those people don't really complain. We haven't heard from them in a long time, so I can assume the ghost finally left them alone. Alright, well, here is your Slowbro, ready for battle and ready for a wonderful adventure. Alright, well, I will put in your chart that we saw you today, or I guess this evening. It is rather dark outside. Mind the rain, please. And we treated all 5 of your Pokemon and administered a full exam and body scan of your Slowbro. Alright, please just sign here, acknowledging that you did receive treatment. Thank you. Alright, and you should be good to go. Of course, free of charge. The Pokemon centers in each town in the R&R region is completely open and free to the public. Well, good luck on your battle against Cypher. I look forward to hopefully not seeing you directly after the battle, which would mean that you prevailed and took minor damage. So please have a wonderful rest of your evening and good luck. Take care.